Hey y'all, this is A. Thick Madame. I just wanted to come on here and do a thoughts video on growing up hip hop as far as the most recent episode that I saw. Okay, so I am very happy that Angela has been able to create an organization where people can speak out, and she actually has her own platform in general, but specifically through that organization where she can discuss the different things that have happened to her. And I think that it's important because a lot of people look at celebrities and they just feel like, oh, well, you got all this money, whatever. And no, you have to realize that all of they are celebrities. All in all, they're just like us, except that a whole lot more people know of them. They know their business, and as soon as something happened with them, all their business out there like that, and paparazzi and all that stuff. But as far as like the different things that happened with her with domestic violence, like I feel like you would never think that that was something that would happen to her, given the fact that she literally grew up in situations where people knew her father, and you know what I'm saying, you already know she's synonymous with her father. Like, above all else, she is synonymous with her father. So to me, I would be like, okay, I would think nobody would mess with her, but no, she's had all these terrible situations to happen to her where she's dealt with various forms of abuse. Now, that is very sad, but like I said, I'm glad that she has that platform where she should be able to, continuously be a vessel for other people to be able to gather up some knowledge from and some motivation, and know that they are not alone, because these things happen to them. And a lot of the times we'll sit up there and we'll go through a situation and it'll just feel like, wow, this is happening to me, and not really understanding that it happens to a lot of people. And then when it's revealed to you by other people, it's like, wow, I thought I was alone in this. But in a lot of cases, we aren't alone in the different things that we experience. So yeah. Also in this episode, she gets a call from her mother, and her mother is explaining to her that her grandmother is dying slowly. And, she's like in her 70s. Because I know that her parents are kind of young. So I was like, okay, what's going on? Because my grandmama, she was 96 years old. She did live a full life. I'm just saying. Now, my mother's mother, when she passed away, she was in her 70s. And to me, that's still, still pretty young. So when all that was going on, I was just like, oh my gosh, that is crazy. And she was in her feelings. She took the call and she went to the bathroom, and, she started crying, and she ended up getting a car to go, I'm pretty sure, wherever her grandmother is, probably somewhere in New York. That's just my guess. But anyway, it was just kind of sad and hard to watch, given the different things that I've experienced as well. But yeah, hopefully, no matter what happens, she'll be able to move forward and know that, there will be light at the end of the tunnel, and that, no matter what happens, usually something positive comes out of someone passing. You know what I'm saying? Like with my grandmother, when she passed away, I didn't know what to do with myself. I did not know how to react. But memories of her are still with me. And I think I've mentioned in a few videos that she's done things in life that when I'm in real life in a store, or I'm just somewhere, something reminds me of her, and I feel like she's with me. So, I mean, that's what I mean by positive coming out of someone passing away. Well, y'all, let's get to the I guess what is presumed to be the meat and potatoes of what happened. So, oh Lord. So, Egypt turned 21 and they're celebrating her birthday and all that good stuff, right? Brianna didn't want to come because she felt like her ex, which is Eric, you know, Eazy-E's son, would be there. And, you know, he's married now. Oh my gosh, she showed up because it was Egypt's request that she be there and all that good stuff. And, you know, she was like, I'm doing this for you because I I wasn't trying to come. And I don't know if y'all have seen these videos that I put up before, but I've put up videos or whatever where I've mentioned how I feel about Brianna. I like Brianna. And I always have. And yes, she does have a reckless mouth at times. And her demeanor can change with the wind. But I'm sorry, in this instance, you cannot even try to come at her sideways. This is what upset me or made me mad or, you know, whatever about this episode. She came in, she went around and spoke to everybody. And she even went up to Eric and his wife and was like, hey, how you doing? And all the other stuff. And I mean, she was like, good to see you. The wife looked at her like, silence, all this silence. All this silence, just all this silence. Then when Brianna walked away, she just acted like she was just going to set it off. And I was just like, she really trying to make it seem like she don't want this smoke. And I'm just like, girl, where was all this energy? Where was all this energy when she first walked up? But at the same time, it's all stupid. Because I'm really sitting there like, okay, what happened? Brianna already said that when they got together and all this other stuff, they weren't a thing. So she's trying to understand why is it that she in her feelings. So apparently this woman is in her feelings because she is still mad that she threw a drink in her man's face. And I'm like, girl, what that got to do with you? Like, I would understand you being mad if he became blind after that, but since that's not the case, why are you mad? Like, I don't understand. And that happened like, what, last year? The year before last? It's like, why are you so mad about that? Of all things. Oh my gosh. So, later on, Brianna is sitting down talking to, I think, Egypt. Literally in the middle of a conversation with Egypt. Eric's wife rolls up and was like, yeah, can I talk to you for a minute? I'm just like, girl, why? She proceeds to say that she has a problem with her and explains that the reason why she has a problem with her is because she threw a drink in her man's face. And I'm like, and I mean, even Brianna was looking at her like, girl, like, what? Like, why are you mad about something that has nothing to, like, in all honesty, that is what it is. It's like, why are you mad about something that has nothing to do with you? I don't understand. There is no child involved. So, I mean, I don't understand. Your house didn't get burned down. Nobody messed up a bag for you. Like, I don't understand. Like, then Brianna was like, look, I've apologized for this already to him. I've already apologized to your husband twice. And I'm just like, girl, this is ridiculous. Like, it's like you want to have a problem. Why? Do you just sit at the house with all them kids all day and you just be mad because I think does she have like one child? I don't even remember. I think Brianna has like maybe one child, if that. So are you at the house just mad because you got all your kids with him and the other kids when they come visit and all that you got to be with? Like, I don't understand. It's like she just be at the house and just can't do nothing but think of being mad. Like, that's the way it's coming off. It's like, girl, why? Why? Like, that is so crazy. So, in essence, Brianna did nothing wrong. This woman rolled up on her, provoked her, Eric was disrespectful, and I've noticed that over the past few seasons since they first brought him on this show. At first, he had me fooled. I thought he was all peacemaker and nice and sweet, and no, it's a lie. He's getting more and more disrespectful every time I see him. And it's like, why are you being like this? Like, there's one thing to protect somebody and, you know, all that, but he just be going in for no reason. And it's like he's desperate to prove that his wife got them hands. And I'm just like, is that attractive to you or something? I don't understand. It must be something that's attractive to him. Because anytime he brings her up, he just try to make it seem like, oh, well, she don't want these problems with my wife. And I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, why? Like, it is not that deep. Like, I cannot. And yes, we all know that Brianna has a temper, quick to anger, all that good stuff. But she actually has been doing good. That's what makes me so upset when it comes to her. Because it's like, she has obviously changed and is still changing. And you see what happened when she came on this season. She went and asked Angela if they could have a sit down, and they sat down and they resolved their issues, which weren't any, in all honesty. Her and TT are back on speaking terms, hanging out, all this other stuff. It's like all these people who she had these issues with, she has approached them like a woman and was like, you know, let's sit down. I want to know if we could sit down and talk about some stuff and get some stuff aired out. And it's like your wife just sitting up here just setting it off for no reason when people's backs are turned. And then it's like, is he like hyping her up when the camera is on somebody else? Like, girl, babe, go over there and beat her up. That's a turn on for me. And then all of a sudden she roll up again, let me talk to you for a minute. And then I'm mad because you threw a drink in my man's face. What? Oh my gosh. Why? Oh my gosh. And then like I keep seeing stuff that I refuse to click on. Because I think it's going to come out in the show. But I mean, I guess if y'all want to, you can put down in the comment section what it is. But I keep seeing stuff where it's between Egypt and Brianna and between Brianna and Peppa. And I'm like, okay, what actually is going on? One of them said they were going back and forth. The other one said that somebody was fighting. I think the most recent one said that Egypt and Brianna were fighting. And I'm like, oh my gosh. And in all honesty, like if I had to guess, I would say it's in defense of her mom. Because that's how any person who is actually here for their parent would be. They'd be like, oh, you trying my mama? Oh, we finna fight then. So that's the only thing I could think of, but it's all crazy. I can't. I don't know what it is. It's like now Eric has really been showing who he really is. And it's like the disrespect. Like he'll just call people out of their name for no reason. Like you're not even a part of the conversation. At this point, you barely nodded your head to acknowledge her saying, hey, how you doing? And all that. But now that your wife around, just like he did at the barbecue, now that your wife around, you want to act real crazy and like set it off for no reason. And I mean, really, really disrespectful. And Peppa had the audacity to say that Brianna came here trying to ruin Egypt's birthday party, and I won't tolerate it. She's starting all this stuff. And I'm like, when did she start this? Eric's wife clearly walked up on her while she was in the middle of a conversation with your child and started talking to her. Like, she wanted all the smoke for no reason. And she looking at her like, what are you talking about? I apologize to your husband. So I'm confused as to what you have a problem for. But y'all, they be doing the most. And I mean, I guess there seems to be some truth to everything that everybody has been saying about Romeo, how he'll sit up there and he'll make you think he's this amazing Christian man, and he don't return text messages, and he don't reach out like he try to make it seem like he do, and he just be doing the least. But anyway, y'all, I hope y'all are having a good day. Have a good weekend. And I'll see y'all later on for something else. Bye.